Yo, I love love, but I hate Valentine's Day. Yo, I'm in love with love, but I do not love Valentine's Day. Let me explain now. Brothers, we know that Valentine's Day can either make or break your relationship. Cause it's the time of year where your lady friend expects, yo, she expects that you'll show her how much you appreciate her. Now I don't know about you, but for me, that's a lot of pressure. Just imagine now, I ain't done nothing for my girl all year round, but this is my last chance to impress her before she realizes that I'm a clown and chooses not to waste her time. Fine. But that's when we begin hustling, right? Hustling like drug dealers, trying to find ways to make that girl believe or to assure her that we're feeling her. Doing things out of character, sissy things, you know, like writing poetry, or really biting a few verses from that Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, Isaac Hayes, or Donny Hathaway CD. Buying cars and candy, dressing all fancy. Nothing wrong with these things, but brother, if you weren't doing them from day one, tell me, why would you wait for a pagan slash Christian slash pagan slash Christian holiday in order to get them done? And some guys are just plain smart, cause yo, they'll break a girl's heart 2 or 3 weeks before Valentine's Day. That way, she can't really complain that he's completely heartless. It may sound ill, but it's true. Now, yes, some guys are just cold, ice cold and callous, but aside from this, ladies, I think we're putting a little bit too much stress. Yo, I think we're putting a pinch, just a pinch too much stress on this romantic foolishness. So let's examine this thing called heartbreak. Have you ever had your man or your boyfriend call it quits on the eve of or on the day that you expect to experience romantic bliss? Is this cause to celebrate? Yo, I think we better check the suicide rate. Cause for every lady that's out there painting the town red, I think there's at least one at home who's painting her wrists red, wishing that she or some man were dead. Yeah. Cause this festering need or want for romance can make a person turn violent. Yo, we are slaves to the romantic impulse. What Hollywood defines as love is false, but when love doesn't fit that mold, we experience like a rock band, a quiet riot. We may sniff on a bouquet of hate or gobble down candies of self-consciousness in order to compensate for that romantic drug. And a lot of romance disguised as love is not good for the soul. And take note, ladies, that this Valentine's Day type of romance is one of the few things that has you accepting gender roles. Now, oftentimes, romance is used as a tool by men, more specifically used as a tool by pimps to keep their women happy, right? Happily oppressed. It's hard to say no to a romantic. It was damn near impossible to say no to Romeo, Zorro, Don Juan, or even Casanova. But it's easy, so easy to become obsessed. Now, love can only be blind because romance lulls you to sleep. If you're getting dogged or you're dogging people, it's because you refuse to see. Yo, we as men and women, we cannot realize our shared humanity if we're trying to con our counterparts with the mentality that you need to be in love with me. Yo, we don't need to sell or prove ourselves. That's why sometimes the men seem so inhuman, and at other times the women are just too demanding. Yo, I think we need some understanding. God never intended all this fuss for us. Now we've turned love into a bottomless pit, cause we're forever falling and falling and falling into it. And we'll continue falling in love until we learn to stand with trust and understand that romance is not the criteria by which our love is judged. Yo, like any scandal, it has been a cover-up, cause really, our relationships have been rooted in fears. Fears. Yo, fear that our partner might take their love away. Yo, fear that the one we want to trust might reign all over our parade. Yo, fear that we won't be treated with respect and integrity. Yo, fear that we won't relate with each other with complete honesty. Yo, I think we all have a uniqueness with which we are blessed, and not until we learn to become one with ourselves and calm that spirit of duality within us can we learn to really appreciate another person's happiness. Yo, we all want to achieve self-harmony with feelings of joy, truth, and peace, with no love based on fear or anger. Yo, no tightrope walking the chain of your partner's love anchor. We all need to be stable. No more of this falling in a fountain of false love. Yo, no more of this emotional rat race roller coaster. No more of this short-lived drug that we hold sacred. Yo, no more of this temporary satisfaction promoted on Valentine's Day.